Hey there, Yomimon Masters in training. I have another no-frills Yomimon basic battle for you here against my buddy Andrew, who was going as Otto at the PAX Pokemon League. He was yet another rotation trainer, and he had an Eevee-based team of those rotation masters. So he's using a Flareon, a Jolteon, and a Vaporeon, the original three from Red and Blue. And I'm using my Salamence, my Superior, and my Gardevoir. My Gardevoir because I think I'm going to need the power. My Superior because I like the fact that it has Taunt and I know that the Vaporeon wants to set up. And Salamence because it's fast. Because of Choice Scarf. And Jolteon is kind of a bee to deal with. So I lead out with Salamence and he leads out with his Vaporeon. And I'm like, I don't think I like that matchup right now. I get the Intimidate, but against a Vaporeon it doesn't really matter. So I switch in my Superior because, hey, I think I can do a Leaf Storm and get a boost. But, of course, I don't play a lot of rotation, so he's just like, no, just gonna rotate my Flareon over. And I'm all like, yeah, that is how that works, isn't it? So then he sets up his substitute. I'm like, okay, well, thank goodness he didn't take me out with a fire attack, or else I would have been like, woo! But I have something for that. So Maradia, the Gardevoir, is going to Mega Evolve, and oh, look at it. It's like, I'm about to put on a show for you. And it's going to use Hyper Voice. Now, even though it resists it, it goes through the sub. So I'm like, hey, that's right. 2 to 3, 2 to 3, turn 2, get it, get it. Alright, but this battle gets better, don't worry. So I see this Jolteon and it protects, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you protecting? What are you doing? And I use Taunt, so I can't do anything crazy, like a Thunder Wave or something, but and he uses Flame Over, I'm like, oh no, it's time for some Quick Feet. So it gets the power of a Choice Scarf without actually having the loss of the Choice Scarf. I mean, it takes some damage from the burn, but what? Anywhoosy. So I'm gonna get hit by this Icy Wind from the Vaporeon, which I should have expected, and that just compounds. Like, using Icy Wind to bring down my speed by 1 stage, and having Jolteon, who's probably really versatile with a Thunder move, Shadow Ball, Hidden Power Ice, and whatever else you want to throw in there. I'm really scared of it. And Vaporeon's just sitting there like, I'm gonna just keep, you know, boosting and protecting and boosting. I'm just like, what in the heck? So I use Taunt. I'm like, nah, boo. You're gonna come at me with that. So it messes up a little bit, but it does Icy Wind. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're lowering my speed again. No, you're not. Contrary boost, baby. So I'm raising my speed a little bit, but it's not enough to make her faster than this Quick Feet Jolteon. So uses Thunderbolt. I'm like, it's not very effective. You can live through this, right? Yes. So then it gets paralyzed, and I'm like, all right. And so I use Leaf Storm, but then the Leaf Storm misses, and I'm like, what in the heck? So there is nothing I can really do against this guy. So Icy Wind's gonna hit me to knock me out, which, oh man, the RNGesus was not with me in this weekend, but that's just Pokemon for you. So I'm down to 2, he's down to 2. It's a really close match so far. And then we go through a lot of things where we gotta... So here I am. I'm gonna use Hyper Voice to see how much you can do. And it does a solid amount, but knowing this thing's recovery, I'm like, this is gonna be rough. Like, super rough. So I'm like, the only way I can get past this is if I do some boosting. So I know it's just going to protect to get some life back, and I'm like, all right, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So I attack anyway because apparently this brain thinks I'm better at this game than my brain at that point. But here's where the calm mind shenanigans starts out, and this goes on for a little bit. So no worries, I'll just talk over it. But it's basically just him setting up his Aqua Ring and me setting up my Calm Mind, so I can actually have the ability to hopefully take a hit from Jolteon. Because that's the only way I can beat Jolteon at this point, is take a hit. And I still have pretty good HP going, so I'm just going to keep Calm Minding. But anyway, this was a really interesting team to deal with, and I don't play a lot of rotation battles, so it's great that I'm able to give you rotation battles on this channel. Earlier, so I should be uploading this on Saturday, September the 5th. And then tomorrow, you'll see a Yomimon complete battle against Dipper Pines, the Mysterious Boy, which is also a triple battle. And fingers crossed, I might have something special for you guys on Monday as well, too. So look forward to it. But as you can see, I keep getting my boost, and there's not a lot of mind games going on here. It's just I'm going to keep doing it until I feel relatively safe that he's not going to do anything crazy against me. But he does Icy Wind again. It's just going to keep lowering my speed, but I did get burned earlier from that Scald, so that's a problem, because then it becomes a battle of attrition. It's like, well, when do I catch a lull of you actually using your Protect, and when I'm able to attack? So Vaporeon does Protect here, and I bring in my Salamence, because I am really scared about the Protect causing damage against my Gardevoir and it losing power because of that. And it only goes down when it's on the field, so I feel pretty good about that. So then I bring it back in, and I'm like, alright, let me take this hit, and let me knock something out. So this is what I do here. He was all like, can I take it? Can I take it? I'm like, you know, you're not taking it at that range. You have a lot of HP. You have a solid special bulk, but I had like 4 boosts, bro. 4 boosts. I needed that. So here, I'm like, Jolteon protects, which is super smart, because then the burn takes me down to a point where, of course, I'm going to be in knockout range. So I'm like, the only way I can do this is if I bring in my Salamence and Earthquake it to death, tanking the Thunderbolt. Now, it has no boost in its attack. I take neutral damage. I hang on with 9 HP, and I knock it out with the Earthquake. And he was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, this was the only play I had there. It was absolutely the only thing I could do. If I did anything else, the match would have been his. But, so that was an awesome rotation battle. Thank you guys for watching. Look out for the upload tomorrow for Yomimon Complete, and another one on Monday. Until then, catch you later.